Alright, what's going on, guys? So 2K20 released last Friday, September 6th, and as you guys may or may not know, I was kind of looking forward to it this year because I wanted to try to make some content for it on this channel and primarily on the second channel, but unfortunately 2K20 is not only the worst 2K release I've ever experienced, I would say that it's actually the worst release of any game that I've ever experienced in my life. First of all, let me just say, the most common question I get about 2K is, why do you buy 2K every year? Even though you know it's going to be terrible, it's the same thing every year, you know it's going to have issues, but you buy it every year. That's a great question. The answer is quite simple. The reason myself and everyone else buys 2K every year is because we like basketball. So if you want to play a basketball video game, your only options are 2K or NBA Live, and as horrible as 2K can be, it is still better than NBA Live. And if you don't have any experience with either game, NBA Live is made by EA, so that probably says enough about the game right there. You might be wondering, well, why do you buy the new game every year when you know it's going to be the same thing? Well, the main reason is they actually shut down the servers of the older versions of the game. I believe the only servers that are up right now are 2K18, which gameplay-wise is actually worse than 2K20, and 2K19, which we all just grinded for the last year. And I guess you could go back and play 2K19. Don't know how many people would be on that game at this moment in time, but anything before then is not available to play. So it's not like Call of Duty, for example, right? Let's say you don't like Black Ops 4. You can just go play Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 or MW3 or COD 4 or whatever, any other game you want. You can still play those games. That's not really an option with 2K. So myself, along with millions of other people, we buy 2K every year hoping for a small drop of satisfaction and enjoyment from the game after going through all the BS. Now, you might think, well, why don't you just boycott the game or something? Don't buy it and, let another competitor step up. Well, these are sports games. It's not just that easy for other people to make a sports game. You might have noticed that EA pretty much owns all the sports games out there other than 2K and MLB. Because with sports games, you have to get permission from the players and from the leagues to actually be able to use them in your game. I'm sure if it was so easy to do it, somebody like Activision would have tried already, because you guys know they love microtransactions, and there are so many microtransactions in sports games. I'm sure somebody else would have tried if it was that easy. Just take a look at Fortnite. Fortnite becomes popular. Every game developer out there makes a battle royale immediately because there's really no barrier to enter that type of game. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of preface the video with that because a lot of people don't really follow sports games or don't play sports games or don't play 2K, don't really understand the situation that we're in. It's a similar situation with FIFA, with Madden. MLB, I actually heard, is a very good game. I've never played it, not really interested in baseball, but I've actually heard very good things about that game. That's probably the only sports game that people speak positively about. But pretty much sports games in general, if you don't have any experience with them, you pretty much get cucked every year and you kind of have to deal with it because there's not much competition. So anyways, that being said, what is the issue with 2K20? I could probably give you about 375 reasons if I really sat there and nitpicked everything. I wouldn't even call it nitpicking because it is still pretty serious, but not like game breaking or anything. So let's kind of stick to the more serious stuff. The main thing with this game, the reason that makes it so terrible, is not even the gameplay itself. Like, don't get me wrong, there is definitely issues with the gameplay, but it's really the fact that almost every aspect of this game, every single game mode, everything in the game has major issues that prevent you from being even able to play it properly, right? The game is not only bad, it's actually unplayable. So I can't even experience the bad gameplay because I can't even play the game. So let's start with Park. The servers are horrible as always. That's pretty much a standard in any 2K. You're always going to have server issues. I don't know what their issue is. I think I just don't care. That's honestly what it comes down to. The amount of times you'll be mid-game or just on the game in general and get kicked, blue screened, lose all your progress is just absolutely ridiculous. The amount of time that you spend on loading screens, just trying to open menus and just do anything in the game. You get a loading screen screen takes forever. It is a ridiculous amount of time. Like, you can actually get up out of your chair, get stuff done around the house, come back, still be waiting for it to load, and then finally, accomplish what you're trying to do. So the loading screens are ridiculous. Cutscenes more than ever. Like, nobody wants to watch that. But the biggest issue with Park is that you don't get any rep for playing the game. Pretty much the majority of the community has come to the same point where, somewhere along the progress that you've made throughout the game, something goes wrong. Nobody really knows what causes it, but you get some sort of glitch where you can't rank up. You could play a full game of, Park, Career, Rec, Pro-Am, anything, whatever game mode you play, you get 0 rep. So basically, you spend about 30 minutes of your life playing this game, and after it's done, it's like you never played it at all. This is a widespread issue. The community came together and had hashtag #Fix2K20 trending worldwide, okay? Think about how many people would have to tweet about something for it to trend #1, okay? This is clearly a widespread issue. And side note, 2K actually released a patch today, which is Monday when I'm making this video. I don't think it was in response to it trending because it trended Sunday night. I doubt they got it done that quickly. They don't even work Sundays in the first place. And the patch didn't do anything. Basically, all it did was increase game speed, and not only did it increase game speed, it actually did it too much and it messed up the game. So now big men and guards are the same speed, which obviously doesn't make any sense. So they pretty much ignored everything that we talked about and instead patched game speed. So I'm really hoping that this patch was already pre-planned and this isn't actually what they thought the issue is with the game, because the community has been very clear with what the actual issues are. But anyways, as of right now, there's really no point in playing Park, which is the most popular game mode in 2K. That is the reason that most people get 2K, is to play Park, and there's no reason to play it because you're just wasting your time. You can't rank up. And I haven't even talked about the gameplay yet, so it's pretty much universally agreed that there is something wrong with the shooting across all game modes. I've played Play Now Online, I've played My Team, I've played Park, and there is an issue with shooting across every game mode. You shoot like, I don't know, an estimation 15% on wide open shots unless you green them. If it's not a green, even if you're wide open with a 90+ 3-point rating, you're probably gonna miss, which doesn't make any sense. It is, nothing like any previous 2K. The main defense in online play right now is to just run a zone and let people shoot. You just leave people open even if they have a 90+ 3 and they shoot like Ben Simmons. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. It really, I just don't understand it, but that is across all game modes right now. Now, that's pretty much it for Park, I would say. That's my secondary game mode. I usually focus on My Team, but obviously, I still play Park as well. My Team might actually be even worse. There's about 700 things wrong with My Team. Number one, Triple Threat Offline is not even available. I don't know why. I would assume it's because of the slot machine that they had in the trailer that a bunch of people made videos about, and the media started picking up on it and stuff and made a big deal about it. I think that's the reason that the game mode is disabled right now, and I don't know when it's going to be enabled. I don't know how hard it is to just, remove that aspect of it, whatever. Okay, so let's maybe try to play something else. Okay, you try to play Domination, then you realize that there's really no point because a bunch of the jerseys in Domination are glitched, so you can't actually complete it and get your rewards until that is fixed. I mean, you can play it, but you're going to miss out on the rewards, and it's probably better to be safe than sorry on this one and not play it, because if you play one of the glitched games and you miss out on your reward, who knows how long it would be until they get that to you. So it's better to just wait, let them fix it, and then play it rather than trying to go back and get your reward, because, you don't want to deal with 2K support. That's not going to be a fun time. So, can't play Domination. All right, cool. Let's play Unlimited, right? Let's play online against some people. Oh, wait, you can't do that either, because anytime your opponent quits the game when he's losing, you don't actually get credit for the win. Now, this one really is strange to me. I've never played any game, I think, in my life where you're playing online against someone and they quit and you don't get the win. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand. I've never played like any multiplayer game where you make someone quit and then you don't get credit for winning. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand. So instead of going 12-0, you end up having to go like 35-0 and spend an extra 10 hours trying to get your 12-0 reward because the majority of your games are not counting, right? Okay, so you can't play Unlimited. All right, let's play Triple Threat Online. This is actually the only game mode that works. However, all people do is just off ball and stand in the paint because nobody can shoot the ball. You know, you just stand in the paint, let the other team shoot threes. They're gonna miss, you grab the rebound, and you go through all of that AIDS terrible gameplay, and your reward is 100 MT, or if you're very lucky, 1 token. Okay, wow, thanks. I'm so happy. You know, maybe if I play this for 12 hours, I'll get enough MT to buy a gold card from the auction house. Or maybe if I play it for like 3 days straight, I might be able to buy a sapphire from the token market. Wow, it's definitely worth it. So the only game mode that works has probably the worst rewards I've ever seen in my life for anything. Like, it's not worth your time. And speaking of the auction house doesn't even work correctly. This is one of the main aspects of My Team if you've never played. Like, this is like one of the main ways to get your cards. Now, it doesn't even filter correctly, and in my opinion, I think they did this on purpose in order to make people waste MT. Just a little bit extra greed sprinkled into the game, because if you drop your filter too low, like let's say a card is going for 1,000 MT. If you drop your filter to like 1,100 MT, you probably won't get any results. Even if there are cards going for like 1,000 MT or 900 MT, for some reason, when you drop your filter super low, those cards just disappear and it says, oh, none are available. But let's say you put your filter at 5,000 MT and you scroll through 800 cards, right? You just sit there and keep scrolling through the cards. Oh, what's that? Oh my God, 1,000 MT card just popped up. Wow, that's so crazy. So I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose. Oh, and I guess finally, last but not least, the gameplay you're watching right now is actually My Team Domination. And if you have noticed, I actually have Giannis at point guard. So after them hyping up position locks, you know, for a month and talking about, oh my God, it's gonna be the best My Team ever. We got position locks. There's gonna be no crazy stuff this year. You can just do a very simple, I guess it's a glitch, not really. It takes literally 1 second to take Giannis from small forward to point guard. You literally just click the button and put him there. Like there's a small glitch in there. I don't want to like just say it so more people will do it, but it's pretty well known in My Team at this point, and you will always run into people running Giannis or Ben Simmons or, you know, whoever at point guard that's not actually supposed to be there due to the position locks. But I think that's the majority of it. You know, there's still a whole lot of other stuff I could cover, but this video is already getting kind of long. You know, if I were to sit here and go through every single game mode, every single thing wrong with each game mode, we'd probably be sitting here for about 2 hours. And honestly, I'm not sure there's a point. You know, let's start with this and then we can move on to some other stuff. Hopefully, you know, 2K can handle this, you know, before we start asking for different stuff. But pretty much the two main game modes that people pay money for every year for 2K are not only terrible, you can't even play them, you know? So all you can do right now, I guess, is just play against the computer if that's what you want to do. And, you know, even in that, you're just going to sit there and brick wide open threes with Steph Curry because apparently 2K thinks, you know, you should only make shots that you green. I don't really understand. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I probably won't be putting too much time into this game until any of this is fixed. Thank God, Modern Warfare beta coming this weekend. I can't believe I just said that, but I'm thanking God for the Modern Warfare beta. Do you know how horrible your game must be for me to be thinking I'm going to be saved by Call of Duty? Call of Duty been cucking me for 8 years in a row. And at this point, I think I still have more faith in them than what I've seen from 2K. The 2K20 is absolutely the most pathetic release of a game I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what they did. The game is just completely broken. It's not finished. I don't know what they did for the last year. I mean, they copied the exact same park from 2K19. That's one of the main aspects of the game they have to develop. So if you didn't make a new park, what exactly did you do for a year? You know what I mean? You know, you made some new face scans for the rookies, and then you spent 11 months, you know, making cutscenes. Like, I don't know, man. Like, newsflash 2K, we don't watch the fucking cutscenes, man. Like, if I want to play the game, I don't want to sit in an airplane listening to Ronnie 2K's life story. I don't want to get interviewed by Shaq every game that I play. Like, I don't care. I want to play the game. This isn't real life. I'm not here to get interviewed. I'm not here to talk about life. I'm here to play basketball. That's it, man. Like, it's just crazy to me, man. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
Never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.